what if I told you I found an awesome fragrance for the summer that is relatively inexpensive and it smells like a high-end niche fragrance? Would you be interested? Well, stick around, it's coming up right now. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Max Forti here. Today we're talking about a fragrance that was released in 2012 from the company in UK, England, Laboratory Perfumes, or number 2, aka GORSE. This particular fragrance is available in an EDT concentration. I don't know who the perfumer is, but you can have a 100 ml bottle just like this for £59. I've actually searched high and low here in the US to try to find this because I heard my good friend, Dan, Mr. Smelly 77, talk about this fragrance immensely, and I really wanted to try because I'm a huge fan of Virgin Island water. Because he spoke highly of this fragrance, I believe late last year, I really wanted to, try to find a bottle of this fragrance, and I searched high and low. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to Mark Mobley, which made this review possible by getting this bottle to me. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate you immensely. And obviously, Dan, Mr. Smelly 77, for bringing this fragrance to my attention. Now, the reason why I really wanted to get this fragrance is because obviously it smells like Virgin Island water from Creed. I'm sure you guys heard about this, and if you haven't, you're hearing it now. It's one of those fragrances that you really have to check out to believe. It smells very similar to Virgin Island water from Creed. There are some differences, but we'll get to them in a second. First of all, let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. When you first spray it on, it's this beautiful blast of citruses. You're gonna have limes, lemons, bergamot. You have a coconut feel here that's just delicious and very mouth-watering. The note of rum is not listed here, but you do get kind of like a boozy accord that you get with the original, with the Virgin Island water this fragrance is similar to. However, like I said, boozy notes are not listed here, and even coconut's not listed here. The name of the fragrance, GORSE, which is actually a plant, which gives off this coconutty, creamy kind of a vibe, which is exactly what you get here. But when you spray this fragrance side by side, which I did compare this fragrance to the current formulation of Creed's Virgin Island water side by side for a couple of weeks now. And I have to tell you, it's warmer now. It's really the time of the year that I look to wear Creed's Virgin Island water. And after the first 30 to 40 minutes, it's, the differences are, negligible, and it's uncanny. You're talking about Virgin Island water for a fraction of the cost. Now, this video is not sponsored by any way, shape, or form. I really wanted to try this fragrance out, and again, Mark, he sells fragrances in the groups. He's part of my Emporium of Scents group, which again, all the information is going to be down in the link below. I was able to find this fragrance in a website for about $76, which again, I'll have a link below if you guys want to check it out. Other than that, it's not readily available here in the States. It's only available in the UK. Laboratory Perfumes. Again, they started, they were founded in 2012, and they started with 5 fragrances, and this was one of them. You also have cardamom listed as a note here, so you do get a little bit of a spicy kind of a feel to the fragrance, but it's really subtle. And again, when you compare it side by side, if I have to tell you exactly the differences between, it's really going to be in the 30-40 minute mark between this and Creed's Virgin Island water, in the sense that Virgin Island water is going to be a little bit sharper, and the lime on Virgin Island water, it's going to be a little bit sour and green, as opposed to this one here, which is a lot smoother from beginning to end. But after the 35-40 minute mark, it's pretty much apples to apples you're talking about, or limes to limes in this case, or coconuts to coconuts, as you wish. You're talking about the same kind of a fragrance. It's very hard to differentiate. If you spray this on and you go out and you're meeting a FragHead, I'm telling you, they're going to tell you you're wearing, Virgin Island water. They're not going to tell you you're wearing GORSE. But they're very, very close. And for £59 or $76 for 100 ml of GORSE, I think you're going to be very happy if you do try this fragrance and you compare it side by side. If you do own Virgin Island water, you're going to see that this is actually a fragrance that really needs some attention in the fragrance community. I don't know if they were going for, cloning Virgin Island water, because this was released in 2012. Virgin Island water was released in 2007. But if they were going for that, they did it 100%. This is like 99% Virgin Island water. The one thing I did enjoy a lot about this fragrance was the performance, which was actually astounding. I got about 6 to 7 hours. With some batches of Virgin Island water, I get between 4 to 5. Unless you get the old school blue cap one, you're talking about 7 to 8. This year I get about 6 to 7. You guys know I always spray my clothes. So you're talking about 6 to 7 hour mark, which is really not bad. That's what I'm looking for, something that gives me 6+ hours, I'm happy. Anything below that, it's a little bit tough. I gotta carry a decant. With this one I didn't have to. It's actually pretty nice. Sillage is really good on this one. And as far as projection, it's going to push really nice for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So really solid performance with this one as well. So this is one of those scents that you can just pick up and go. You can spray and you know you're going to smell great. It's one of those easy to wear fragrances. This is bright, it's happy, it's playful. It's great for this time of the year, you know, spring, summer. That's why I'm doing this review right now, because it's the perfect time to wear this or check this out. Performs great. This is androgynous. It leans more masculine, but I think a woman can definitely pull this off beautifully, especially because it's a little bit creamier, a little bit smoother than Virgin Island Water, not as sharp. So I think a lady could also pull this off beautifully. Great for the summertime, casual wear if you're hanging out. You could dress it up. It has some elegance to it, but it's definitely more of a day kind of a fragrance for sure. You know, when it's sunny out, it's bright. Maybe wearing a shirt like this or a polo, just, you know, hanging out with the boys, or going to a barbecue, a morning event, or even as an office scent. I think this is a perfect, versatile, very great scent for signature scent in the warmer months of the year. My final thoughts and the bottom line here with Gorse is that it's a great, bright, citrus aromatic scent. That is just amazing for the warm weather. And if you don't want to pay the price tag of Creeds anymore, Virgin Island Water is up there, you know, especially with the 4-ounce bottles discontinued. You're talking about a couple $100s for a bottle like this, you know, in the gray market, retail. I don't even think you can find this at Creed Boutique anymore, but the 100 ml is going to run you, I think, $400, $425 if I'm not mistaken. So why not pick this up for $70-something? You know, it's going to smell just like it. It's going to give you great performance. And again, the bottom line is that this is a great alternative for Creed's Virgin Island Water. So check it out. So at this time, I want to ask you guys, have you tried Gorse or anything from the house of Laboratory Perfumes? If you have, please comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this house or on this fragrance. I'd love to start a little conversation. You guys know how much I love to find these little hidden gems. This is one that I'm glad to share with you guys because, again, for the fraction of the price, this is a niche house from the UK. You could smell just as good as wearing Virgin Island Water with actually good performance. As always, gentlemen, please don't forget to show your support. Like, share, and subscribe for a lot more. Don't forget to enable notifications so you guys always get first dibs on new releases, fragrance reviews, giveaways, and everything fragrance straight into your feed. And you guys know it already. As always, stay fragrant, keep on spraying, and of course, I got you covered. See you in the next one.